Hey boys and girls, what is up? We're going to do a rapid game. Kibinimat, 1584 from Israel, is facing 1e4. We'll go Vienna. So I'm 1542 right now in rapid, around the same in blitz, which is great. I've been enjoying playing my blitz and also building up my woodpecker studies as well. Okay, the best move. Alright, now this is a novelty for me. So clearly the knight's attacking this pawn. I can defend with knight f3, I can defend with d4. d4 seems to be the more principled move. This pawn is attacked and defended, that's okay. So I'm currently actually a pawn up. Knight is defended by that bishop. Bishop e2 would put two attackers on the knight. Okay, now, I'm not worried about this. Am I worried about the queen coming in? Yeah, let's say I do this, and the queen comes in with check. I have g3, but then the knight moves. No, g3, the queen has to move, yeah? So knight here, queen comes in, g3, she can't go there, she can't stay there, she can't obviously go there. She can go back, not to there. I think this is known. I think this is a known line. I think I can do it. I think she goes back to h5. That's if she does come in. But I'm still, as things stand, a pawn up. It's my calendar reminder telling me I should make you guys a video. Of these ideas, just ignoring the knight. So he's probably toying up this idea, but then the queen has to retreat. Can't go there or there, you see, so it's either from here she has to go there or all the way back. So what's the point? And it opens up my bishop to some extent as well. Could even play like h5, bishop here, defended twice. Yeah, the blitz has been going really well. I hit like 1560 again this morning and then just one game off breaking my little record. The opponent's having a good think. This does feel like they've improvised on this opening, but you've got to prefer white unless there's a tactical issue, which I can't see. Going to build a nice dark squared pawn chain. It's going to make life very hard for this bishop. Okay, so we have bishop at queen f3. Sorry, targets the bishop and defends the knight, which is currently undefended. Bishop d3 also defends the knight and also prepares the castle. I like both. I'm going to play bishop d3, I think, because it takes an option away from the knight, and there's nothing wrong with knight to e2, which is quite often played in the Vienna. Queen e2 as well, but that blocks off the bishop also, so yeah, I mean, this bishop might like to come to c4 sometimes, but it still has the option of that. At least I'm developing. Now get the knight out, maybe castles. It's looking pretty healthy. Have to slow down for rapid. I'm used to finding reasonable moves quickly, and that's not. That'll work for you in blitz, but it won't work for you in rapid. Need to find better moves. No, this pawn is undefended. So in fact, even queen here with ideas, you know. There. And if the bishop's like offside, then I could, for example, give check. Even if queen takes, I take this. And if there's no bishop that can come to like here, the rook is lost. Unless the queen comes back. Well, no. You have to move the knight and move the queen back, so... He likes having a think, doesn't he? So this is definitely a thought. Just with the idea of taking advantage of that weakness there. Because he's moved his queen's bishop out. At the start of the game, the knight's pawns are defended only by bishops. Okay, so I have to recapture. There, again, let's just review queen out, g6. The knight can't move with check, it can move and attack the queen. So hang on, I take, queen comes out with check, I block, knight comes out, attacks the queen. Queen comes here, I think we're okay. And I have this threat. Oh, well then, what have you come up with here? So this is not unusual. There is it's a Steinitz move in. Oh wow, okay. Okay, so he is winning the bishop, but at the cost of a piece. Interesting. Right, so. Now if I do this, queen takes there and the rook is on prise, but I can block with a knight. Unless it's better to move the king. I'm not sure it is. I kind of feel like this queen takes, knight out is stronger. And then actually the queen and the rook are linked. Okay, there. So I'm still a pawn up. Plus, I do have reasonable central control. Plus, I've got some development. Whereas black's only real development is that queen. And I'm thinking rook e1 looks very sensible. Lining up with the queen and the king. You know, anytime the royal family are both on the same file. I mean, come on. Okay, I'm going to do this. She needs to skedaddle. Now, I have only got a dark squared bishop left, so dark squared pawn chain is not going to be the most flexible thing for me. However, I can live with it. Okay, so this pawn is defended twice currently. That just seems very sensible. The queen's not coming round here anytime, is she? So here, it's defended by the bishop. Proposes a trade of queens. What about this though? It's kind of aggressive. No, I think just c3. All right, nothing's going away right now. This is a thought. If takes, actually queen and pawn are both looking at that, so it doesn't quite work. Bishop here looks just like a tall pawn. Right, this now threatens both rooks, doesn't it? Queen can't go there or there. She could go here with check, but then I just slide away, eh? Could even just slide away anyway. I mean, my king's on a semi-open file. Or is that just a bit timid? But I don't really like the idea of giving the queen that square either, so... Yeah, this is not going to be a good game for the bishops. I feel like the knights are going to be the heroes here. Might lift my queen and then do this. h3 is even a thought. There's a lot of places she can't go. So if h3, I don't know, queen h5 just doesn't strike me as very clever. Okay, I think that's defending against this idea. But okay, I'm tempted by h3. Hold your horses, Hunty. Hold your horses, son. Bishop here is a thought. If black can trade his dark squared bishop for my knight, I think he probably would. And I'm the same if I could trade it for his knight, but both knights are currently on light squares, so no dice there. Queen up, rook up. I kind of like queen up generally. I'm not worried about the bishop coming in, here or here. I can always nobble it, especially there. I'll take it with the bishop probably. Opponent's higher rated, 1584, so this is a 9-point game if I can possibly convert it. And right now I'm happy. I've got an extra pawn, and the key thing is, it's, you know, my opponent has no central pawns on D and E. I do. Okay, let's go ahead with this move. Bishop in doesn't work, so I just take the queen. Pushback, that's what we're doing. Want some pushback now. And now she doesn't have h5. h5 is no longer an option. She's got, actually has to come back to one of these squares, I do believe. This one is in line with the rook. May try and trade off the bishops then. We also probably ought to be thinking about activating Andy and Barry, the A and B pawns. But I don't want to bring his bishop to life. However, you know, any adjustment to, let's say, you know, we moved all these pawns onto light squares, then suddenly both the bishops are better. Let's just briefly check out my opponent's Yoav. Okay. Opponent's profile. Lost the last 2 games, but has played a bunch of games today. So it is the 14th today. Having said that, they are about 6 hours ahead in Israel. So he's played a dozen games today and not done very well. Rapid, highest rating ever, 1648. So similar to me. But has actually lost 3,005 games, only won 2,500. Interesting. Okay, Queen has abandoned her post. She can't get there or there. So I'm kind of toying with this idea. Because you know what, I mean, you know, this pawn chain could always advance onto the light complex. Ain't no reason why not. Or here, if pushki takes ski and queen's in trouble. I'm up material, technically, so why not exchange? Why shouldn't I exchange it? It's my own. So, he's played a dozen rapid games today, lost about 9 of them, and it's going to be getting late in the day. Maybe he's chasing losses here, mate. Maybe he is. So he's got a pawn on the f-file that I don't, right? But I've got pawns on both D and E that he doesn't. So my feeling is something like pushy, push, something like that, you know? Is there any reason why I can't just creep these up and try and sneak in a cheeky fork? You know what I mean? This pawn is well defended. If takes, obviously I'm just going to recapture. Then maybe, you know, things about... Even a rook up to e4 isn't a stupid idea. You know, it kind of prevents these ideas. So, lots of options. Okay, he's daring me to take now. Now, let's think about this. Push. I don't even need b3. c4. He's got 2 attackers on here. but I do have 2 defenders. Unless he trades bishops. If he trades bishops, then okay, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to, because then that simplifies things. It means the rook is no longer attacking this. If he recaptures with, oh, he recaptured with knight. I see. So this now means he's got 1, 2, 3 on here. Huh. Now this is a temptation, isn't it? But push, push. But now there's no dark square bishop, so actually there's less reason to push these pawns forward, other than these guys getting them up the board generally is a thought. But, you know, there are dangers lying in wait. You know, it's not like they aren't completely past pawns. So 1, 2, 3. He's probably going to try and push F and G. Yeah, why not? Go on. We're safe here. Am I worried about this knight coming in? Not particularly. Well, now if I take, he's got to recapture with the queen. Because otherwise I'm attacking the knight and attacking the queen. So take. Then we have an open f-file. This attack. So let's say I push c4, allow him to do this. I can recapture with a rook. That takes, rook takes, yeah. Queen has to go back here. Or maybe there. I think we're okay. Do a bit too much of this, I think we're okay. You know, so it's not hope chess, but it's kind of like probably good enough. Whereas, you know, I've got 10.5 minutes on the clock. I really ought to be calculating a little bit more than that. So just squeezing, hopefully, the life out of our opponent here. Knight stopping my queen coming in there. Okay. Very interesting. Now push, and the queen can't go there, 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 or there. She can go here or here, or she can retreat. And she can't retreat here because of the pawn fork, yeah? So it's that, or it's like that, one of these. Taking the pawn doesn't... Oh, actually, it kind of... No, taking the pawn, I take back there, and the queen's then under attack twice. Take pawn, I take queen. Rook takes queen, I take... Nope. Takes, takes, takes. Now, if takes, I'm just going to do this and probably try and double up the rooks on the e-file. It's some kind of maturity, I think, growing a little bit in chess when you go, I've got a one-pawn advantage. I'm going to... Hello. I'm going to knuckle down and convert it. Thinking, not this. Pawn takes, I can't recapture because the king. If I take queen, you can throw in, right, hang on. I take queen, he throws in an intermezzo. I recapture, I lose queen. Double attack on the queen. Takes, I just move. Here, also attacks the queen. It's bloody complicated, this. Attacks the queen. Intermezzo, I move. Queen is attacked and the knight is attacked. Is that the best option? Yeah? There. Oh no, the knight, yeah, the knight's attacked by a pawn, this is fine. So I take, he throws this in. Looks okay. Now the key here, I mean, I can't recapture anyway, yeah? So I have to move to h2, I think, to stop the pawn's advance, but then he's got a problem. He's got 2 pieces. This is a double attack. And double attacks, I think, are nearly always, if not always, a discovery plus something else. It's possible to have a double discovery, I guess. So if it takes, I just come here. The knight's defended by queen. I'm attacking that, I'm attacking that. So how does black not lose material? Right, has he got a check? Okay. Okay, so there we go. He's resolved both issues in one go. That was cleverly done. Okay, but now I have this, yeah? Right, you're attacking the rook, so I need to be careful. This rook can't leave the back rank. I can't attack the queen with anything other than my own queen. And I haven't got a convincing way of doing that. This kind of does. But the pressing issue is that my knight is under threat. So here, knight here, takes block. And that's definitely, you know, anytime you can get a knight into the center, and then even better, you know, up to here kind of thing, 5th or 6th, sorry, 6th or 7th rank. Okay, this is fine. So now this, oh, uh-oh, that's like mate. Shoot. Okay, might have to do this then. Wow. That doesn't work. Queen here threatens mate. So I would have to play something like this. Why did I miss that? Pawn takes, and I can't go there because of this. Then that's forced, and that's just checkmate. Wow. Anyway, so the king goes here. Obviously, queen can't come to here with, sorry, can't come to here with check. Okay. Right. My rook is the only defender of that knight. I've now given up my extra pawn. I feel like something like this is going to be necessary. Here, queen takes. So although the pawns are equal, black has doubled isolated h-pawns, which aren't going to be that useful. I can do this, try and trade off the queens. And I still kind of like my position. In actual fact also, the queen's the only defender of that, so is this a move? Even get the knight in here, maybe? Then I can shuffle my rooks over. And it also constrains the queen somewhat, because this knight here is under attack, and the queen's the only defender. This, I can just slide one rook over, then get the other rook over, maybe to e1. Just something I want to do anyway. King h2 again now is playable. Okay, king h2 works, I think. Queen's attacking this. If I take out that, queen recaptures. Is he thinking about this as well? Should I bring my rook over to there? Feels like a bit of a waste using a whole rook to defend this pawn, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. Here, and pawn pushes, what do we do? Then it's maybe rook over, or even... How about knight here now? Knight here and the queen defends the pawn. This pawn can't then advance. And I may be threatening to like take this knight if queen recaptures. Then it's knight to f5. I know, it's kind of hairy, but it's a bit Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy, man. I think king h2 is good. Opponent's definitely got an attacking streak going on, and he's also now up on the clock, so I've had to spend over a minute on my last 2 moves. I spent about 4 minutes on my last 5 moves. So I'm not worried about the knight coming in because I've got that well covered. I'm an exchange down. Bingo. Yeah, it's just a big old trade, isn't it? Here, you know, get a couple of major pieces on the second rank and I'm fairly secure. These pawns are now kind of neutralized. And if anything, they're providing a shield from this rook that has not yet decided to join in. Even something like that, I don't know. Here. There, knight takes, rook takes. Threatens this as well. There's a problem with that we mentioned before. Okay, so I take. We could even trade queens off, you know. Yeah, okay, you've got this. Then maybe this or just king. But if king there, push, take, rook comes in, so I'm going to defend with the rook. Pawn pushes, I can just take it. I really want to get the rook onto one of these two open files. What an arm wrestle this one is. This is a marathon. So I'm refereeing this afternoon. Looks like a really nice day as well. They were threatening endless rain. Pawn pushes, I can just take. That does bring this other rook to life, but if pawn pushes, I allow him to take. Okay, nice, barrage. Okay, I think I have to do this now. If takes, I take. We can just trade everything off. In fact, I'm also threatening to take this pawn. Just outright. Still 3 defenders. Okay. Now, I can't take the pawn. Because they got 3 nice built up a full barrage on there. Okay, I have a check, which is interesting. Check, and then I take this pawn. Or king takes pawn. Rook takes. Rook takes. I don't know. I need to get this rook involved somehow. I need to get it off the bench and into the game. Okay, let's do this. Imagine the king's just going to hide away. There. He's got 4 attackers on this pawn now. And I can only summon 3 defenders. I can take this guy. But then, after pawn takes, my king and my queen are lined up. And I don't like that very much at all. There, pawn takes, king back. Might be alright. There, rook takes, queen takes here, and then queen takes there as mate. So, There, pushes. I take. Sorry. Rook takes me. I take rook. Queen takes. Bang. That might be the simplest way, actually, to just allow a big trade-off, but not with the trading happening here in front of my king, right? If I push, they take. I take rook. Queen takes rook. We trade off queens. I win a pawn. I think we can get away with that, because then these pawns definitely weak, and it's just like king and one rook against king and one rook. But my remaining pawns are all in line, whereas he's going to have 3 and a solo, which is going to definitely be a target to pick off, because his king's on the wrong side of the board. It means his rook is going to have to defend that pawn, that one remaining pawn. So yeah, takey, 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 takey. I'm attacking the rook and attacking the pawn. So his rook has to slide over sideways. I need to get my rook. Yeah. Might be able to rescue it. Whew. Is it a winning position? I don't know. My d pawn is nice. It's only 3 steps away from promotion. And now he's calculating. He's down to 4 minutes 15. I'm 4.5 as well, though. Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Yeah, in the resulting endgame, who's better? And I think I have the slightest edge, but that's all. Okay, he's under 4 minutes now. Hang on, takes. Well, there's a surprise. Okay. What are you doing? That's what I was worried about, actually. From here, yeah, if takes, queen takes this one, but then I take that one, it's then actually checkmate him. Okay, so queen has gone here. Wow. Wowzers trousers. I'm thinking rook a f1, then it can go to f2 defended by the queen. That's my only real thought here. He's got to be a bit careful about back rank mates, but now the queen's defending that, okay. So I'm going to do this. If he does this, I can just take, so that's okay. Lift my rook here, it's fine. Not worried about this, because it just drops the rook. Not worried about this, because it drops mate. I've got this maybe even, I don't know, oh God, I don't know. I don't know, I'm all confused. Still takes, I take. That just actually drops a rook. Straight up drops it. But rook f2 now should be quite a good defensive resource. Securing my back pawn there. Might even think about a trade of queens, I don't know. Or even rook here. Blocking the queen's defense of h3. Okay, he's gone for a luft, which makes sense. So that now frees up this rook. Now, previously this rook was tied, defending the back rank. Now he doesn't have to do so. Here, queen takes, this pawn falls. But so does this pawn. Curious. Here. Queen comes there with check. Rook comes back. Boring. I can take the pawn, can't I now? Can I not? Pretty sure I can, you know. Oh, hang on. Aha. Take pawn. This rook's then undefended. I take pawn. Does this. That's fine, we just trade. Take pawn, rook takes, rook takes. I think so. And, you know, I have to move 3.5 minutes. Not worried about this. I can lift both rooks now onto the second, if I want to. That's nice. You know, they love to be paired up. They mate for life, rooks. That's penguins, isn't it? He's got 3 attackers on this pawn. I still have 3 defenders. This is quite mad. I'm actually technically a pawn up. Okay. Now, there. Yep. No! No! Yes. No. Oh no, you muppet. You absolute jellyhead. I didn't sanity check that move, did I? After all we talked about putting the rook, both rooks on the second rank, I've gone and fluffed it. Absolute banana head. Oh man, it's resignable. I'm down a full rook and my opponent's playing well with mate in 5. There you go. Well, let's see how we did, because to me that felt like quite a tight game. I wouldn't be surprised if we're both in the 70s for accuracy. Okay, wow. Wow. I made 4 blunders and 3 misses. He had 6 missed wins. And no, it wasn't the most accurate game at all. So here it's saying even. And I should have just brought my queen back. Brought my queen back and we're drawing. Yeah? There you go. Just the sanity check. But for him, 1009. No, for me, 1009. For him, 1163. That was not anyone's best performance. And I was right that he wasn't on great form, but I was on worse form. So let's have a look at these blunders then. So this, bishop to there. I should have just brought the knight back and attacked the bishop. Okay. And now another blunder. That was a blunder. King e3, and I'm in a totally winning position. Wow. But who thinks of that move? Wow. Stunning. There. Oh, what am I like? It just defends the bloody bishop, doesn't it? Anyway, there you go. There you go. Clearly not my best. Maybe I've played a bit too much blitz for one day. But yeah, well done to my opponent. He ground it out and he waited for the blunder that did come. So there you go. Congratulations to my opponent. Well done, Kibini Mat. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.